Hello students. Previous class in functions we have seen it in functions. Functions is a self-contained block of programming. Now, uh, one another additional thing is there in function that is called recursion. Now, a very simple definition is there of recursion. Uh, Function call itself is called recursion. Like whatever function is there, we can call again and again. That process is called function. And it's a self-contained block. That means it is a process where function call itself. Suppose myself relation I am calling myself as I am giving example. So that is called recursion. Recursion basically divides the big problem into small problem up to points where it can be solved easily. Now it is the process which we can say when big problem is there and we can define big problem into a smaller problem. So this process is called recursion. Now the process is given how recursion is calculated. If we have calculated factorial of 5, we will divide factorial of 5 as 5 into factorial 4, 4 into factorial 3, 3 into factorial 2, and 2 into factorial 1. And now one factorial can be resolved without any calculation. Now each depending function easily solved without any calculation. Now see uh, uh, how we can perform it. We can take it, notepad and understand. Now suppose I have created function of factorial integer n. I have created in this situation factorial. I will call 5. So what does it mean? The meaning of factorial 5 is it will be 5 into factorial 4. Factorial. Now meaning is here we are calling function same function and the function name is same. What is common? The common is function name and parameter, but parameter value is different. Now, how to calculate factorial 4? We can define it. Factorial 4, 4 into factorial 3. Now define it. 3 into factorial 2. 2 into factorial 1. Now, any factorial 1 or any number factorial of 1 is 1. The factorial 1 is 1. Now, calculation is very simple. Here, factorial 1, 2 into 1. It will calculate on this step. Then the factorial 2 value is 2. So it is 3 into 2. 6. Factorial 3 value 6. 4 into 6. Factorial 4 is 24. 5 into 24. So the output will be after calculation 120 if we are giving 5. That is a simple procedure to understanding the things of recursion. It's a function calling itself. this function is calling again and again, again and again, again and again. So bigger task is performed into smaller task. One more thing is important in this case. The case is in this iterative processor, we have not used any loop, or in this process, the repeated process we are not using. Repeated iterative process we are not using, or so this is the main thing. Now we come to the next program and other things. Condition for implementing recursion. Again, most important thing. What is the main condition? It must contain base condition. That means it should be some base is there so that we can calculate it. At which point recursion will end. Otherwise, it will become infinite. That is the most important. Now, next is base condition is specified using if to specify the terminate condition. That means we are specifying the condition so that we can use it termination. Execution in recursion. Execution in recursion is in reverse order using state. We can use it the process of state. Now let us understand first what is the meaning of state. State means last in first out or first in last out. FILO or LIFO, we can use it. Whatever there is there, we can use it FILO or LIFO. Another example also say that in buffet system when we are using plates, so the first plate will use end, and whatever end plate we have kept it will be used first. So either we can use it FILO or we can use it LIFO. That is the main thing. Now it takes more space as compared to loop statement. Yes. Reason behind when function is calling same again and again. That time you can say using state. It first divides the large problem into smaller units and then start solving from bottom to top. So meaning is simple. Bigger task is there and divided into smaller. It takes more memory as compared to loop statement. Now it takes more memory. Memory is more to loop statement because with every recursion call memory space is allocated for local variable. So we can say it is more space as compared to loop statement because every recursion call memory space is allocated for local variable. So whenever we are calling same function, because function calling itself, same function calling. So that's why space is required much in much. Because every function has variable and every variable allocates separate space. The computer may run out of memory if recursion becomes infinite or terminate condition is not secure. Very important thing. Recursion, there is a some end condition is given. For example, if I take loop, loop has starting position and ending position or ending condition. So same thing, we can say uh, terminate condition given in this recursion. The computer may run out of memory if recursion becomes. It is less efficient in terms of speed and execution time. Efficiency is not as much as when we are using a repetitive task or loop or another. It is suitable for complex data structure like tree graph. So recursion is used for a complex data structure at that time. Efficiency is not good as we want. Now recursion is the process of defining something in terms of itself. I already told you. One example I have already given. In buffet system, the plates are arranged in the form when first plate capped it at the end and last plate capped it at the first. When first, the last plate will be used first and first plate will be used last. That is the most important thing procedure for recursion. Now we can also discuss advantage and disadvantage. But before starting, I have created one program that is recursion using factorial. This program I have created. Now first we should know what is the meaning of factorial. Suppose I say 4. 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 4 3 is 12, 2 is 24 into 1 is 24, 1 is 24, that is. Then most important, again the most important thing, suppose I say 6. So 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So 6 5 is 30, 34 is 120, 34 is 120, 123 is 360, 360 is 720, 720 is 70. So that is the main thing to find out the factor. Now I have created function def factorial n. One parameter I have passed it. Now that is the ending condition. We already studied this thing. The ending condition should be given. N equals to 1, return n. Return n means n is equals to 1, so return 1. So at the last, 1 will be there. And else return f n. N will be the parameter and factorial. This factorial and this factorial is same. The same function calling again and again. The same function we can call in this process. First, I'll explain function, then I'll again explain the most appropriate approach. First, input any number. If n is less than 0, sorry, factorial does not exist. This is the main program. Else, if num equals to 0, factorial 0 is 1. Else, the factorial will be called. Now, this function is called, that means this function is called. Now, how this function is working, let us understand the thing. X equals to, suppose I have given 3. Now 3 is factorial. Of 3, the term will be n equals to 1, no, else return n. 3 into factorial. Why 2? Because we have given n minus 1. So 3 into 2. Clear? Now again 2 will be passed. Again function is calling. N equals to 1, return 1, no. Return 2, n into factorial 1. Why 1? Because 2 minus 1. So 2 into 1. Next time, factorial n minus 1, that means 2 minus 1, that means 1 is calling. Factorial 1. We know it n equals to 1, that means return 1. So the return value is 1. इसकी जो वैल्यू आएगी वो 1 आएगी, that will be 1. 1 into 2, ये 2 कैलकुलेट होगा. फिर 2 into 3, ये 3 है और इसकी वैल्यू 2 आ गई, 6. So the factorial 3 is 6. The same process we can follow it. Same process आप उसको follow कर सकते हो. So that is the main thing to find out the factorial. I hope the concept should be clear of factorial. Let us compile the program. 7. Again run it. Five. So that is the main thing to find out the factorial. Now let us understand another program, that is Fibonacci series. Now what is Fibonacci series? We have already discussed in previous programs, but again I am telling you, if you know two numbers 0 and 1, the next number will be added previous to. The next number is 0 plus 1 is 1. Again the next number is addition of previous two. That means previous two. So 1 plus 1, 2. Again the next number is addition of previous two. Is 1 plus 2 is 3. Again, the next number is addition of previous two. That means 5. This is called Fibonacci series. Now, how to solve it? Again, the meaning is same. How to work it? Now, suppose I have input 5. 5 input uh, and I. Table I will create it. And less than 5, no. Else, return. Now, first time function will call Fibonacci. So, Febo function, Febo, you can write it in short, Febo. Now, Febo n minus 1. That means 5 here pass, 5 minus 1. That means Febo 4 plus Febo 5 minus 2, 3. But it will not calculate it. Here is Febo 4 and Febo 3. Now, again calling it. When 4 will become, so again we call it Febo 4 will be Febo 3 plus Febo 2. This is the output of Febo 4. This is the output of Febo 4. Now Febo 3 output is Febo 2 plus Febo 1. Now Febo 2 plus Febo 1. First I will solve it this one. Febo 2 is Febo 1 plus Febo 1 is 1 because n is less than 1, return n. So it will be 1. Now 1, again the value of Febo 1 is 1. Here we also calculated Febo 1 is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Here Febo 2, 2 plus 1, 3. Same thing, 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. This is the process. So when you run it, program, that time indentation. 5, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. First का 0, then 1, then 1, previous to it, then 2, then 3. This is the sequence. तो पहले का आएगा तो Febo 4 plus Febo 3, 5 हो जाता है. फिर 3 plus 2, फिर 2 plus 1, फिर Febo 1 का जो आया 1. फिर एक जगह Febo 1 plus Febo 0 आया. तो 0 आएगा ना जो n less than equals to 1, so at that time return will be 0. तो पहले उसमें 0 कॉल होगा and this process will be called in loop. जैसे पहले 1 0 पास हुआ, I 0 तो 0 पास हुआ तो 0 का 0 ही आगे रहेगा. फिर 1 का भी 1 आ गया तो 0 plus 1 2 वैल्यूज ऑटोमेटिकली प्रिंट हुई. 0 plus 1 ये ऑटोमेटिकली प्रिंट हो गया. So this is the process of Fibonacci series. I hope the concept will be clear and you understand the concept of Fibonacci series. One more program I am discussing it. The factorial we have created, the same program we can create it sum of 1 to n. The same program. What is the difference? I'll recursion sum of 1 to n. Now we are changing it. Now I am changing it. The program for sum of a given number using recursion. Number will now how it will work first I'll tell you. Suppose I say 5. So 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. That means 15. Same thing if I say 4. Ten. That is the main thing. Now understand. I'll change the name of the function sum of n. Here we call it same function name calling sum of n. But here we have instead of multiply we have sum it. And here we have if num is 1 sum of factorial. You can directly, I think you can directly, yes, you can directly create it. Factorial sum is 1. Else sum of n. Now compile it and check it whether it is running properly or not. Fine. So I think the concept should be clear. And I hope the concept of factorial is clear. Thank you very much. If you have any query, you can write it on comment box or you can directly personal message it also.